So let us look at this lesson. Great is your faithfulness. I want to give you part one this morning, and then we'll conclude part two on this evening. Number one, great is your faithfulness. The faithfulness of God in His promises. Number one, the faithfulness of God in His promises. God is faithful in see God's faithfulness in the scheme of redemption as it unfolds unfolded to mankind. After man was against it, when God said to man in the Garden of Eden, you shall never eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for in the day you eat thereof, you shall surely die. That's with all the time. From the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But did man listen to God? Did man obey God and refrain himself from eating from that tree? Yes. Because when we look at Genesis chapter 3, Eve was in the garden and she came close to the tree of knowledge of good and evil. And Satan appeared to Eve in the form of a serpent. And said to Eve, and God said that you shall not eat from this tree of knowledge of good and evil. She said, yes, God said, you shall not eat of it, neither shall we touch it. And Satan said unto the woman, don't you know that if you eat from this tree, you will be as wise as God? And as a result, she took of the tree, she ate, and now she took of the fruit, and the fruit that kept tasting sweet and sweet. The Bible said that she gave to her husband, and he go along with her. And he had. And the Bible said both of them so open, and they were able to be able to good from evil. And so what was done by Satan was not really truly delivered. And so we need to recognize that after they had sinned against Jehovah God, and God continued to a man, God could have the human race right here and there. Here again, we see God's mercy, we see His grace, we see His compassion stepped in towards humanity. Giving man a second chance to make it right, to be able to spend eternity with Him. And Scripture tells us in Genesis chapter 3, verse number 15 and after, man experienced God confronted man, and the Bible tells us that he cried out to reach man where and now. Since trying says, I will tell you that you are naked. Have you violated my commandment by eating from the tree of knowledge of good and evil? And so it was that Adam said, and then the blame factor became that woman you give me. See, that was good all the time. I was thrown away in the Garden of Eden, God himself. Not until you give me that woman, then things turn sour. See, we don't need to play the blaming game. All we need to do is look to what we have done. Responsibilities. And when we sin, we can't blame somebody else for our sins. We blame ourselves for our shortcomings. But here it is that when we are God and so on, everything is not in blame God, the weaker. And then God cursed upon the woman for what she had done. At the same time, with the curse or the doom, so to speak, that God placed upon the woman, he also placed on least given man hope. You don't have to live in a doomed society where everything is dark and gloomy. You know, in our present society in which we live, maybe everything that you can see within your mind, it's all dark. It's dark and it's gloomy. And there is glimmer of hope in God's word. And so now says 15, verse number 15, and so the scripture says, and I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and between your seed. You shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. Well, the seed of the woman, the scripture says, yeah, that the seed of the woman will able to crush Satan's head. For at the same time, Satan will able to bruise the heel of the seed of the woman. And that seed, the Bible said in Galatians chapter 3 and verse number 6, that seed is Christ, the only begotten Son of God. That's what Paul says. He said, now to Abraham and to his seed were the promises made. He does not say unto seeds of many, but as of one, and to your seed, who is Christ. And so here we see from the very beginning of time, when man sinned against God in the infancy of man, we see here God promised deliverance. He promised salvation through his only begotten Son, so that you and I can be delivered from our sins. So no wonder why God sent his Son into the world to redeem man from the curse of the law, and also from sin in his own time, not on man's timetable, but on God's timetable. He fulfilled the promise that he had made here in the book of Genesis 3 and verse number 15. He fulfilled the promise that he had made to Abraham and